I'm Andrew Perkins, Director of Marketing for Motorcycle Classics magazine. Sometimes words and pictures don't give the true feel of a story we feature in the pages of Motorcycle Classics. But thanks to the internet and video technology, we can bring you closer to the action than ever before. The video gives another dimension to a story, so check back periodically for new video content at motorcycleclassics.com. Motorcycle Classics is the only consumer magazine in the U.S. dedicated to the greatest motorcycles of all time. From rare vintage gems to mass-produced machines reliving their glory days. Whether the brand is still alive or long gone, and whether it is made in the USA or born abroad, we sift through and savor everything that's ever existed on two wheels to bring you knowledge beyond what you'll find in any other magazine. A packed issue of Motorcycle Classics can be in your mailbox every other month for the low price of $20. So for the true motorcycle enthusiasts, it's a no-brainer. Subscribe today at motorcycleclassics.com. In 2005, the staff at Motorcycle Classics attended the first Barber Vintage Festival at Barber Motorsports Park. The facility, nestled in the rolling green hills surrounding Birmingham, Alabama, is nothing short of motorcycle heaven. Spread across 720 wooded acres, the facility features a 2.38-mile state-of-the-art road track and a 4-story, 144,000-square-foot museum housing the world's largest collection of motorcycles and Lotus race cars. Featuring 2 days of racing by the American Historic Racing Motorcycle Association, bike shows from the Vintage Japanese Motorcycle Club and the Antique Motorcycle Club of America, the first Vintage Festival received positive reviews and blessings from its modest crowd of a few thousand attendees. So for this year's Barber Vintage Festival, we teamed up with Tim Langley, local motorcyclist and founder of Alabama's premier motorcycle resort, 29 Dreams. Together, we hatched a plan for the first Motorcycle Classics Barber to 29 Dreams Ride for Charity, benefiting Camp Smile a Mile. Camp Smile a Mile is Alabama's program for children fighting cancer, and we couldn't think of a better beneficiary to the proceeds of our first classic motorcycle ride. Central Alabama was the recipient of a cold, damp weather front in the first 2 days leading up to our ride. When Saturday rolled around, though, the sky was clear and blue. At the 8 a.m. registration, however, the thermometer wasn't even clearing 30 degrees. Fortunately, classic motorcycle enthusiasts are used to combating the elements, and the bikes began rolling in. Langley and team served up a hearty, hot breakfast buffet, while the Motorcycle Classics staff checked in participants, issuing their complimentary subscriptions and ride t-shirts. By 10 o'clock, when stands were kicked and engines rumbled, everyone's heart was warm and ready to roll. Ride engineer Steve Smith, a local enthusiast and pilot of a 1973 Norton Cafe Commando, led us on a stunning journey on a web of mountain roads that could only be made for two wheels. Smith and his merry band of old bike buddies chaperoned us through secret twisties unknown to many riders in the area. Although all bikes and riders were welcome, young or old, male or female, old bike or new bike, you name it, our friends in the classic bike world came to represent. Among the bikes we noted at the close of registration were 5 Triumph T120s, a Thruxton, 3 Norton Commandos, 2 BSAs, 8 classic Hondas, 3 vintage Beamers, 2 early Yamahas, and 2 early Harleys. All good things must come to an end, but for us and our 50-plus riders, the day was just beginning when we pulled into Barber Motorsports Park after 50 blissful miles. Just in time for some afternoon vintage racing. The temperature was a radiant 70 degrees, and our smiles were even brighter. Fellow participant Thomas Bach, who rode his 1974 Triumph Bonneville, perhaps summed up our experience best. He said, "My girlfriend and I both agree that the Motorcycle Classics ride was the highlight of our weekend. The ride is something very personal, and we were a part of something. That's what makes motorcycling special to us." If you missed this year's inaugural Motorcycle Classics Barber to 29 Dreams charity ride for Camp Smile a Mile, We hope you'll join us next year. Email me today at aperkins@motorcycleclassics.com to reserve your spot for next year, or go to www.motorcycleclassics.com, pick up a subscription to Motorcycle Classics, and be in the know for future rides and events. Oh yeah, there was one suggestion Bach gave us. He said next year what would make it even cooler is a lap around the Barber track at the end of the ride. We think that's a great idea. Don't you?